control yourself around vegan junk food is hard. Hey guys, so as we talked about in my last vlog, I'm here with my sister. This is Selena.
Hi.
Now you have to excuse her, she's a lot quieter than I am, so
I'll try and match your volume. No, I feel like I'm shouting, but
yeah, I shout all the time anyway. But anyway, so we have a spread of vegan food. It's probably not as much as we could have done, but we both ate the mac and cheese.
yeah,
and it was really, really good. So we have a margarita pizza. So that is the Daiya margarita pizza. We have the Daiya cheesecake. So we got, there was like 4 or 5 cheesecakes to choose from, but we just got the New York style. And then we actually have some lollies. These are like cola bottles. I just grabbed them because why not? And there's one little whoopie pie left. I don't know.
the last one.
The last one.
I ate the rest.
But anyway, we're gonna try all of this, and while we're doing so, I actually have some questions. I found 2 vegan tags and kind of mashed the questions together, and I thought, seeing as we're both vegan and I never really talk about it that much, why not just chuck them in here and make it all about vegan stuff. So, do you want to try something first, or answer a question first?
Maybe we should try the pizza while it's still hot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
Kind of. Oh.
Is it actually stringy?
a little bit?
Oh.
A little bit. Tiny string.
It was actually stringy.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh god. It's like actually cheesy.
It's pretty good.
I mean, the shreds aren't really cheesy, but the
No, they're a bit hard.
mozzarella circly thing is really nice.
It's good.
Oh no, I want to spend more money on them.
Oh yes. How much was the pizza, Rebecca?
Much to Selena's husband Travis and Brett's disgust, it was $26. And it's even smaller than a regular pizza. I got this one and Selena's got fire roasted vegetable one.
Yeah.
So we'll try that at some point, but
There's a few other. There was mushroom and
spinach. I did want to get that, but no.
Yeah.
Just that I thought I should take a photo for our Instagram page.
Oh yeah.
If you didn't know, we have a vegan Instagram page. It's called
Hello.
Two Faced Vegan because we live in Tassie and we're sisters, so
Because obviously
we're two-headed. Yeah, you get it. So the first question: when/why did you go vegan? So
Would you like to answer first?
I feel like, yeah, because then it kind of follows onto yours
Yeah,
a little bit.
okay.
So I started the process of going vegan January 2016, so 2 years ago. It took me a couple of months, but not big. I don't know, like I can't even remember fully, so I don't even really know, but it was like I slowly started to cut out dairy because of like health reasons, because everyone at this point does know that dairy is so bad for you pretty much, unless you're an older person. And then so I like started drinking soy milk and using Nuttelex for butter. And then I kind of looked into a bit more, and I just kept cutting more stuff out, and then eventually I watched Forks Over Knives, and then I was like, yep, cool, I'm done. So it was 2 years ago. It was when I came back from New Zealand is when I officially just cut everything out, because at that point I thought, oh, it's going to be so hard to travel when you're vegan. It's not. So when I got back from New Zealand is when I cut everything out. So that is 2 years ago.
Pretty much now.
Pretty much now, yeah, because I was in New Zealand like yesterday, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And why? Initially, I had been vegetarian for already 8 years, so that wasn't an issue. But why? It was for my health initially, but when you start watching and informing yourself of all the ethical stuff, it becomes about everything.
Yeah.
So that's my answer.
Yeah. Okay, so when for me, well, a bit over, yeah, not quite 2 years ago for me. I think it was June 2016, so I was only a few months behind
About
you.
a month and a half now.
But I was not vegetarian. I was like, you know, normal. And it was a bit of a gradual build-up for me that I hadn't even been conscious of. But in the lead-up to it all, I had started I noticed I wasn't eating as much meat. I wasn't wanting as much meat. I would go out for a meal and choose a vegetarian option because I just liked the flavours better.
Yeah.
And so that was sort of a gradual thing. I had a few friends, well, obviously you've been vegetarian for a while, and I had a few friends who were vegetarian, pescatarian, like all of that. And then I think I got to the point where I knew that I would at the very least be vegetarian, but I chose not to look into it because my husband, for his 30th birthday, wanted to go out to a very fancy steak place, and I knew that that was happening. And so I held off, and we went out for dinner on his 30th birthday, and I had a very expensive fancy steak and didn't think much of it, to be honest. And 2 days later I was vegetarian. And but I think because you were already kind of vegan by then, and I guess I started researching it. Like, I wasn't just like, oh, I'm not going to eat meat. Like, I actually wanted to be informed and look into it.
Yeah, she did a lot more research than I did.
And once you start looking into it, I think the first sentence I read of anything, I was like, oh, I'm vegetarian now. And I looked into it and I kept looking into it, and I think it was a month and a half later, essentially, I was vegan. 30th of June 2006, and I actually have a note on my phone.
Yeah, she's a date. don't have a date. So.
But honestly, in that month and a half between becoming vegetarian and then becoming vegan, I was probably 90% vegan, really.
Which is what I was, from when I started looking into it to when I came out from New Zealand, is I was, I think I even mentioned it in the video at some point. I was like, how did I describe? I described myself as a vegetarian who ate mainly vegan.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your story?
Oh, I haven't really said why. Well, my why was always primarily animals and all of that sort of stuff. I mean, and that's without even doing any research. Like, oh, it seems wrong to kill animals just because we feel like eating them. Like that,
duh.
Like, just that sort of, you don't need to research that to come to that conclusion. But yeah, then I started, you start,
look at that.
Oh, it's actually stringing.
Oh, yum.
Then there's, the health stuff, and because obviously that was your big motivator, so then we watched Forks Over Knives together.
Yep.
And you start, like our dad's had heart issues, and it seems to run in the family a bit, so like heart health stuff, like that's a no-brainer, obviously. And the whole getting to be completely vegan was a bit of a, a mind battle to kind of get through, but once you do, you start looking into it enough, and there's an argument for it, for anything, you can argue one thing, well, even if this doesn't happen to be true, you've got the environmental stuff coming into it, and the animal cruelty stuff coming into it, and
there's the animals, there's health, and there's the environment, and it's
three main ones.
There is something else, but like, if someone won't hear reason to one of them, maybe they'll hear reason to one of the other two.
That's right.
Kind of thing.
So yeah, that's my answer, I guess. Cool.
This is so good.
I know, I should probably have another slice.
Damn it, now I want more.
Oh, well, we've still got mine.
When I got it out of the oven, it didn't look like it was cheesy.
It didn't look like on the box.
It didn't look like that. But it's actually, the cheese is like actually moist, which is not common.
What was the hardest part about going vegan? And do you think it is hard to be vegan? What do I think about this? The hardest part about going vegan for me, one of the big hurdles for me was actually nothing to do with actually being vegan in what you do, but the stereotype of the angry vegan, the pushy vegan, the one who's like, just that's all they can talk about, and that, and like I'm like the most non-confrontational person you'll ever come across, and
That's true.
yeah. And So it was actually a real obstacle for me to get, like, to have something that I believed in enough to get past the point of being like, oh, so I'm going out for dinner and sorry, I'm going to be a slight inconvenience.
Yeah.
Like, that was actually a really big hurdle for me. But
yeah, probably the same, because I'd already, I don't know, once I'd researched like cheese, for example, I was like, that's disgusting. So it wasn't actually anything to do with the food. It was telling people and like, I don't know, yeah, probably in my head I thought eating out would be the hardest part. But 90% of the time you can adjust something on a menu to suit your needs. And if there's nothing on the menu...
Chips and salad!
Chips and salad, being best friend. Like, the amount of times I go out for dinner with my friends and they ask me like, oh, can you eat something here, can you eat something? I'm like, don't worry about me, I can figure this out.
Yeah.
And that's funny too, because it's like this for both of us, is that we don't actually tell people we're vegan. Like, if we're at a restaurant,
out for tea or something,
if we're out for tea or lunch or breakfast or whatever, like our mum will be like, oh, they're vegan, do you have anything they can eat? And like my friends will do it, and like, so I don't even bring it up, because I just look at the menu. The same.
And then the waiter comes over and talks to them about the vegan options.
Yeah.
Actually it's me.
So yeah, that was probably the hard. Do you find anything hard about being a vegan?
Do I find anything hard about being vegan? Not now. Honestly, it's like the initial part, especially if you do what I did and went straight from like pretty much straight from being actual full-blown just meat eater, milk, all that, to then being vegan almost overnight. That's a really, really big transition.
I suppose, I didn't have that at all. So
yeah, it was a bit of a more gradual thing. So the initial first few months, they were really hard but it's like, it's changing habits. It's not that...
Because you don't want to eat it. It's just you've got a habit of getting a pizza with cheese on it.
Yeah.
For example.
So that bit was hard. How hard is it? Yeah.
I don't
know if I've got much else to add to that. I mean, being vegan when you're newly passionate about it after watching certain things.
That's so hard not to yell at people for me.
Yeah, when we first went vegan, I feel like we're both a bit, like, you get a bit angry at everyone in the world, and you do understand a bit where the angry vegan stereotype comes from. And then, because then of course you've got family and friends who are still eating meat and all of that, and it's really hard to not feel just a little bit annoyed.
Anyway, all right, before we go to the next question, I want to try one of these cola bottle lollies.
Okay.
I'm not a lolly person. Like, I don't like lollies that much, and I don't even like chocolate that much, but I don't know. Oh,
do they smell
like just a normal cola bottle?
A bit tangier, I think. Like,
I smell kind of like kombucha.
Yeah. Oh, so chewy.
They taste like a cola bottle though.
Yeah. And they're sugar-free.
Yeah. So they're actually sugar-free and gluten-free. Keep this one short, because I don't think it needs a long answer. What is your opinion on meat and dairy alternatives? So no, but like, do you like them? Because like, I'm a really stingy person. And so apart from like milk and butter, so I have soy milk most of the time because I can't find another milk I actually like. And Nuttelex is what I use for my butter. I'm not really a meat alternative or cheese alternative kind of. I don't like most of it, and B, I don't want to spend money on it. Except for these fishless fillets. I can't.
That you're obsessed
I'm
with.
obsessed with them. But apart from the milk, the butter, and those fishless fillets, I don't really eat that much. I did when I started. I really wanted to try all the nuggets and schnitzels and stuff. But now I'm just like, I'm just quite happy with bread and veggies. Yeah, so that's me.
No, I have a fair bit of that type of thing, I suppose. But I'm cooking for my husband and my kids as well. And they still eat that sort of thing. But my husband's quite good in that he's happy to eat all these alternatives, so there's not actually meat in our house hardly
Ever.
at all, really. And he's quite happy to, like, we get the vegan schnitzels and have like a schnitzel burger. And
anyway, next question. Camera died. No, the camera ran out of room, so now we're just moving on to the next question.
yeah.
That one, I think.
How do you deal with people being closed-minded about your lifestyle?
I honestly don't really say much. And it's just because I'm, like we said before, Selena's not confrontational at all. I don't like to be. And we're not preachy at all. Like, I'm doing this for, obviously, everything. But, like, I'm doing my bit, and, like, you got to be realistic. We're vegan in a non-vegan world. That's my favourite thing to say at the moment. Not everyone's going to go vegan. Most people aren't going to go vegan. That's my opinion anyway. And I just don't think I'd really enjoy my life if I was trying to push this on people all the time and have arguments every day and all that stuff. So it's probably an unpopular opinion, whatever. I just kind of keep quiet about it. If people are closed-minded about it, I just say what I want to say and then change the subject. I could sit there and argue all day with someone, but I'd rather not spend my time arguing. So
yeah, no, I'm the same. I mean, most of the people that I'm in contact with the most are, even if they wouldn't become vegan themselves, they're quite open-minded, like quite accepting of it. And like a lot of my friends, when we go out somewhere, they're the ones they're considering, oh, does it have vegan options? Like, I'm like, I'll just figure, I'll work it out. But they're like, you know, making sure, and if we catch up, like, they'll make sure they've got some soy milk for me for my drinks, and like, yeah, they're really good in that respect.
Sorry, I was going to say something.
Yeah, you go.
My friends are like, apart from one of my friends who's very like a health conscious person, all of my friends think it's really weird. And I'm okay with that. They know that I just eat what I want to eat, and, you know, I'll just do my own thing. But my friends all think it's weird. Apart from like one or two of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Ali has obviously, she just fully accepts it, and she's really super happy to try all my vegan food. But I know she's never going to go vegan, and that's okay. But yeah, my friends think it's weird. Anyway, back to you.
But even like our parents were pretty, Mum especially was very just like, oh, okay. And Dad struggled a little bit more trying to get his head around it and what was vegan and what wasn't.
Yeah, whole thing. When I went vegan, I lived with them still, I think. Yeah, I did. Did I? Yeah,
I think so.
And I remember this one time he made me like a noodle soup, but he used egg noodles. He didn't realise that it had egg in him. He was so angry at himself. I felt so bad, but like I wasn't gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and the closed-minded people, I guess I don't come across them because I'm not there meeting new people going, oh, hi, I'm vegan.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, there's a few people who I've come across. One of my friends, her boyfriend, he's very, like, he just doesn't get it.
Yeah.
And we've had heated debates about it. But I was under the influence at the time. So apparently I won't talk about it unless I've had a few, and then apparently I'm quite chatty.
Yeah. What is your favourite vegan dish?
Oh, gosh.
Ultimate.
I have no idea. Do you have an answer for that?
No.
I don't know if I can say I have a favourite. I will say that I certainly don't feel that I'm missing out at all being vegan.
The thing about vegetarian and vegan food, I'm just talking a mouthful here, is that when you go out places, this is what I think anyway, if it's not a specialised vegan or vegetarian chef, they try to overcompensate with like flavours. Unless you go somewhere and you pay $20 for it, like a couple of leaves and tomato. But yeah, they try to overcompensate with flavour.
Yeah, I don't think I've really ever had a bad meal, like a vegan meal out anyway.
I've had a plain one.
Yeah, no, mine have all been pretty good. I'm quite partial to a lot of pasta dishes.
Yeah.
I made basil pesto pasta for tea last night. That's a favourite, a firm favourite in our house. Oh, and that vegan mac and cheese.
Yeah.
We make that quite a bit too.
Oh, yeah.
It's by-sorted food.
Yeah.
And you can put jalapenos in it, which it's really nice with the jalapenos, but with the kids we just don't put that bit in, and it's really, really nice. It's made with pumpkin and potato and, you know, savoury yeast flakes and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I have a favourite dish, but like I love pizza.
Yeah, pizza's a good one.
And mushroom risotto, which is what Selena makes.
I'm going to make that this week sometime, by the way, just so you know.
Because I need it. It's not... Is there anything in it that's, apart from the cheese that you meant to put in it, is there anything that's not vegan?
Yeah, Parmesan's the only thing, and it does have white wine, so you'd have to...
Get a vegan one.
Yeah, make sure it's vegan.
But anyway, that's probably it.
Yeah.
All right, second last question. Oh wait, should we try some? Let's try the cheesecake maybe.
Yeah. Ooh, I reckon we might need a spoon.
Oh, I've got some. I just didn't bring them. Yeah. I left them over here, but
okay.
All right, let's try this New York style cheesecake. What is it even? What is that meant to mean? Is that just a classic cheesecake?
It's just...
That's yours, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's such a tiny cheesecake.
I know. Look at that though. Like it comes in this container that's actually bigger than the cheesecake.
It's a tiny cheesecake.
And how much was this?
I can't remember.
I think it was... I'll have a look at the
pack of cookie cakes, which there was only 4 in there, was like $12 or something.
Okay, let's have a look. The cheesecake was $21.99.
Was it? Oh, I feel sick.
Oh my goodness. All right. Yep. Okay.
Okay, let's try it.
All right. That'd be worth it.
Yeah, I don't think we really needed to defrost it. Like, it's easy to cut through.
Yeah. It says defrost for 5 to 6 hours.
In the fridge. Don't think so.
In the fridge.
Oh, let's do a Rhett and Link. Let's dink it.
Oh, dink it.
Dink it.
I mean, it's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Damn it! I wanted to hate all of this. Okay, this is a controversial question, I think. Do you let things slide from time to time, i.e. buying something that's leather or eating something even though you know you can't technically eat it, kind of thing? I will openly admit that I probably make mistakes a lot. Not a lot. And it's because it's funny, when I eat something that I don't know has dairy in it, my stomach knows.
Yeah.
My stomach knows.
Yeah. I occasionally intentionally don't fully research things. That's probably, if I know that something has something in it that I either can't eat or that it's been made with, I will... I won't do it. Like, it's not even a question. But if I'm not sure, or say I'd have to ask a lot of questions to say someone at a restaurant or whatever, like,
I wouldn't do it.
then I might not, and I might let things slide. Another one for me is with alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when wine's been filtered or refined using that, I tend to, especially because I don't generally buy the wine, so someone's often just pouring it into a glass for me, and so that's probably my main ones where, but at the end of the day, you know, we're
vegan in a non-vegan world.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just going to repeat that.
You know, I'd say I do pretty well for the most part, but gosh, it'd be hard to...
I hate it. Yeah, I hate it when people say, like, oh, because if we accidentally drink or eat something that isn't vegan, that we're not vegan. That's so stupid.
That's, no, they don't really get it.
No.
That's what they're saying.
But yeah, and I find it really, like, alcohol's my battle, because I can't find an alcohol that I like that is vegan. I mean, the alcohol I'm drinking doesn't have, like, animal stuff in it. It's just the filtration process.
Used in the process.
But it's like, I know honey is like a grey area.
Yeah.
And I have this internal battle where I haven't eaten it since I've been vegan, but every time I look at something and honey is the only ingredient that is in it that I can't eat, like I've got chips in the cupboard, they're not mine, I didn't buy them for me, that the only ingredient that I couldn't eat is honey, and my brain goes, just eat it. But then I'm like, but it was like one half of my brain would be like, you can just eat that, it's just honey, and I'm like, but it's honey. And that's, I haven't eaten it, but it's just an internal battle for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the main one.
Like when it's the only thing stopping me from eating something, and it's chips, because I'm addicted to chips, that's when it becomes a bit, you know, do I just slide from...
Yeah. Yeah, and I think we've talked about this, about things you owned before becoming vegan. So if you've got leather in something,
like my Doc Martens and leather.
Or wool, then my thought is that, well, you've already got it, it's wasteful to just get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's sort of my thinking.
Yeah, same.
But, yeah.
Last question.
Yeah.
Which, I just kind of made this up. I didn't grab it from a tag. I just thought it might be an interesting one.
Yeah.
You can ask it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's your turn.
Do you miss any foods, and do you ever crave any animal foods? Do you?
I don't ever crave any animal product food thingamajigs. Do I miss any foods? I mean, sometimes I don't miss the food itself. I miss the like ease of having a pizza with stringy cheese on it, for example. That doesn't cost $20.
Yeah.
But I don't actually miss the cheese. It's like, I don't know, because I don't really like vegan cheese that much. So for me, it's like, I just don't have cheese on anything. So it's more because I feel like, you know, that finishes off the food. So because I can't have a finished off food, I think God, it'd be nice to have some cheese. But I actually don't want the cheese. Yeah. So it's just kind of like a...
Yeah. It's like if you ever...
I do, but I don't.
If you ever get a whiff of, like, cheese and something...
Yeah.
Now, like, even though the idea of it, you think, oh, yeah, but then you get a whiff of it and it's not that appealing anymore, really.
No.
Yeah.
Like for me, I haven't eaten meat in 10 years.
Yeah.
Meat is not even a food to me anymore. It's not even, like, I don't look at it and think food. I look at it and think dead animal.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty much there with dairy products and eggs and all that. It's just not even a food for me.
I can't stand the smell of milk anymore. Oh.
No, I was with someone, I catch a whiff of it. I honestly gag sometimes.
Because I still have to buy the stuff. I open the fridge to pull it out of the supermarket and it's just so gross. It's sour. It smells sour to me. It doesn't smell...
It smells like pus.
Yeah. What about, because the fish fingers. Because I know that was like, you just started liking them and you stopped eating them.
So just before I went vegan, like...
Well, vegetarian.
Oh, sorry, vegetarian. I've hated fish my whole life. I'd only just started to like processed fish, like fish fingers. Not actual fish, it's gross, but... And so that was... But when I went vegetarian, I didn't even think about eating it. But then, I don't know why, I must have seen it somewhere.
Fish and chips, just like the idea of...
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. And then I must have seen that Gardein one. And I literally...
You're obsessed.
I like waited 2 months for them to get into stock in the IGA.
No, then I found them and I was like...
They must have just been having a dry strap.
I think so.
Because now every time I go in there, they're in there.
They're always in there.
And I love them so much. It's stupid. Like, they come in a pack of like 6 or 8. I'll just sit there and cook the whole pack and eat it.
Yeah. For me, just before, like, the last 6 to 12 months before I became... vegetarian, I'd started really liking smoked salmon, like, you know, what you'll have on a platter that you, and when my little group of friends get together, that was often there, and it was sort of a, you know, I'd started really liking that, so that's probably one of, I wouldn't say that I actually, I don't crave it, and I don't miss it that much, it's just, yeah.
It's like a mental thing, I think. Yeah,
and to be honest, like, I think it's the smokiness. It's not the fishiness, it's like the smokiness. I think if you, like the smoked cheese that we've can get locally.
Artiza or however you say it. They have like a smoked, what is it? What's it meant to be?
It's just a smoked cheese. Like
Yeah,
smoked
made out of
hard
cashews.
cheese. Yeah.
It's so good.
It is so good. But that's got that smokiness that...
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably the main one. I thought that I would miss, like, soft cheeses, like...
Yeah, same. And I don't.
But no, surprisingly not.
I thought I would miss them, but it's just not something I even...
Yeah, because I'd found this really fancy French
Oh,
double cream, like, fancy thing, like, before, obviously. And it was, like, so decadent, you think, ooh. But now,
yeah.
I see people eating it even, and I don't feel like I'm
Missing out.
or anything, so,
Alright.
yeah.
I'm going to try half of this little whoopie pie. Never had one before. I've like before I went vegan, never had mac and cheese, never had toasted waffles, never had a whoopie pie. And then you're vegan and it's... Actually, going back to the what's hard about being vegan, trying to control yourself around vegan junk food is hard.
Yeah. Well, every time I see something that's
vegan,
I'm like, oh, well, that.
So the camera ran out of room again, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Now you've met my sister properly, apart from just seeing her head occasionally in a vlog. So yeah, that was all it. The pizza was amazing, the cheesecake's really good, the lollies are okay, the whoopie pies are okay.
Yeah, no, it's really nice.
I'm really annoyed that the pizza's so nice because now we have to spend $26 every time we want a pizza.
Well, and we go to Hobart.
Yeah.
You can't buy them here.
No. So now every time I go to Hobart for work, which is probably like every couple of months, I'm going to have to go shopping.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to have to take an esky. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any like vegan questions, you can leave them down below and we'll answer them. Probably won't get any, but that's all good. If you do want to follow our Instagram page, it's at twofacedvegan. Simple as that. The photo is a picture of two of us that's like 5 years old.
Quite a while ago, yeah.
I was thinking in Hobart we should go to Travis to take a photo of us.
Oh, I should have done
somewhere, a veg bar or something.
No.
Anyway, all good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.